Hello, this is Marbozir and welcome to a new Civilization 5 series. I decided to do a proper full series as England. I already had one sort of series as England, but it wasn't really finished, so it wasn't really a full proper game, which is why I decided to do one. England has two amazing unique units, which is one of the main reasons I like playing as England, but they also have a pretty strong unique ability. Even if you don't get to use naval units a lot and don't benefit from the +2 movement to naval units, the one extra spy is actually pretty amazing. And it's a pretty strong choice for Deity. It's not the top tier civilization, but it's definitely one of the better ones. Anyway, I'm going to use the fractal map because that usually leads to pretty good maps and it should give me a chance to use my ships of the line, which are just amazing. I will be playing on epic game pace, on standard map size, Deity difficulty obviously, and also I will not be using any gameplay changing mods in this series. I will only be using Info Addict, but I will also be using the Regiment and Ethnic Diversity mod, which is a mod that changes the way units look and rescales them. I had some problems with that mod in the past, but it seems to be fine recently, so I will be using it. And obviously I will also be using the enhanced user interface. All the links to mods that I'm using are, as usual, in the description below. All the advanced options are on default. Let's get started. This should be a fun series. I'm looking forward to it. Alright, let's take a look at our starting location. Looks pretty decent actually. We got copper, one copper on a hill and one copper on grassland, interesting. We got wine, we got stone, we got a river. Looks pretty good, there are some mountains nearby. I could get a city with an observatory, but the problem is, it wouldn't be a coastal city then. So no, I would have to settle on top of wine and give up river. To get a coastal city with an observatory is probably not worth doing because then I'll be out of range of the copper. I could move one tile over here to be able to build Neuschwanstein in my capital in the future. That might be worth doing. I'll still have copper in range. So I think it's actually worth moving over here. The only downside is that I'll have a lot of tiles with pretty much nothing. There are no sea resources. So unless there's a sea resource inside the fog of war that I can't see, moving here is not great. The only reason to move would be to be able to build Neuschwanstein in the capital in the future. Yeah, I don't think that's worth doing. I'll settle on spot. Maybe if there were some sea resources that I knew I can get by moving, then I would, but nah. Also, since I didn't move, I can work the 2 food 1 production tile right from the start without having to buy it or wait for my border to expand. Okay, so pottery. And let's explore around a bit. See who our neighbors are. Should be fun. There's a ruin already. And we got spices pretty close to our capital, nice. Periculture, that's an amazing start. Now I can pick up my tradition opener right away. Barbarian camp. Oh, don't tell me we're on an island. That will be pretty bad actually. Well, we'll find out soon enough. We got the tradition opener. I could kill that brood right away to prevent him from spawning barbarians, but I want to explore ASAP. Actually, it's probably worth killing him. Yeah, alright, let's kill him. My scout can explore around. I'll just attack him and then skip a turn or two to heal myself up. Not sure why I moved there. This was a better tile to attack from. Another ruin, nice. Well, I hope we're not on an island. We got an archer upgrade. Useful. This kind of looks like an island so far, but it's a fractal map, so I don't think it's going to be an island. Plus on population. Let's work that wine. I might switch to full production to get that shrine done ASAP. Okay, militaristic city-state with the Cossack, which means Russia won't be in the game. Cossacks are actually quite nice. But that comes much later in the game, obviously. We got pottery. Let's kill that guy. And yep, Handak spawned out of that barbarian camp. Now I have to back up. I can't kill a Handax with a warrior. As for research, we're going to need mining, obviously. I might steal a worker from Sofia. We'll see. It would definitely help a lot. And another archer. There's clearly a barbarian camp right there. But I'll kill this guy. I'm pretty much waiting for Sofia to spawn a worker. But that will take a little bit longer than this. And I'm getting some experience for my archer. Let's wait for that Handax to get closer to London. Now I could pick up Liberty Opener on top of Tradition Opener. I'm actually considering going for something like that. Yeah, okay, let's pick up Liberty Opener as well. And Barrage 1. Where's that Handax? It's not coming anymore, apparently. He changed his mind. Let's see if there are any sea resources. There's a fish, but it's a little bit too far away. Where's that barbarian camp? It has to be somewhere around here. Oh yeah, shrine. And I think I'll switch to production to get that shrine done a little bit faster. I don't see any strong Pantheon choices, but we could get something decent. Right, so this is clearly not an island, unless it's a big island, which is still a possibility. Border growth, nice, but I want that shrine done ASAP. I'll switch back to food once the shrine is done. Okay, this might be an island after all. It's possible that the mountains are blocking the way to the rest of the continent, if this is part of a continent. Which is not a good thing, because that means I won't find other civilizations fast enough. Which means I'm missing out on the research bonus. That's bad on Deity. I think I'll need to go for optics ASAP, or at least for sailing, to get a trireme out. To find other civilizations. Let's go for sailing. Oh, there was a barbarian camp right here. What? Okay, whatever. Not sure how I missed that. Come on, Sofia, give me a worker. Oh yeah, the shrine is done. Now we can switch back to food, like so. Or if I prefer gold. 9 turns for the city to grow. I think I prefer that one hammer. Well, I'm still going to wait for that worker. The barbarian camp is obviously still there. There we go, there's the worker. Now I can declare war. Steal the worker. And I could get some more experience from Sofia for my archer. There's pretty much zero risk involved. I usually avoid doing that. I could even capture that city. If I want to. I don't think that makes a whole lot of sense, but they do have pearls. It's a pretty crappy city, other than the pearls. It's not really worth doing. Right, now I could get a worker from Liberty. What I'll do is grab Republic for the production and then continue working on Tradition. I quite like Republic, and it scales through the entire game. That 5% bonus is quite nice. I don't think I'm going to use the free settler, because I don't really need one. I'll just continue working on Tradition now. And I will peace out with Sofia soon. I could stay at war with them and farm experience, but nah, not going to do that. I might just get one more promotion for my archer, and that's it. And then we can go handle that barbarian camp before they start spawning horsemen or something nasty. And thanks to the stolen worker, I can skip recruiting a worker in London for now. There's the hand axe. Now he's coming. Right, here's a new unit. That should be enough for a promotion. Yep, that's enough for a promotion. Make peace. Would be nice to get allied with Sofia. I got 2 units incoming. Okay. Well, I do have my warrior in London. He's not amazingly useful against the hand axe. But should be useful still. +1 population. London is actually going to be a pretty good city. It's not going to be my highest production city ever, but it will have decent production, which is always important. The second city is probably going to be over here, on the grassland hill. That will give me the fish, the spices, the bison. It will have decent production in the long run. But I could also start a city right here, which is not a bad idea. Then I would have a river, I would also have a mountain for an observatory. That might be worth doing. I think that's a better option actually. Question is, what's behind the mountains? Because that would potentially change my mind about city placement. Okay, kill that guy. That was a little bit close. 8 hit points. Also, I can barely see that archer. Yeah. It kind of blends with the jungle. Promotion. So, Jill 1. And he can heal up in London. Heal up the archer as well. Okay. Next. I still need a trireme ASAP. Which is why I'm researching sailing, obviously. And might as well get started on a settler. I usually wait to get 4 population, but there's not much point waiting in this situation. I can get decent production. Like this. I need to get that second mine ASAP. That's 16 turns for the settler. Alright. 16 turns is acceptable on Epic. Barbarian camp discovered? Oh, all the way to the south. And we have a city-state quest. But I'm at -50 influence, because I stole the worker. It's probably better to just wait to get 0. It's not like any AIs are going to destroy that barbarian camp, when there are none. Speaking of barbarian camps, I still need to destroy that one, before it starts spawning horsemen, or something equally nasty. We need writing for a library. This will be a pretty slow start. I'm a little bit worried about my science in the long run. But maybe it won't be that bad. I could delay that settler to get the trireme out, now that I have sailing. That's probably a good idea. And the city will grow to 4 population, then I can continue the settler. Sounds good. Let's go handle that barbarian camp. Yeah, this is turn 47, and I didn't make contact with any AIs at all. This will be a pretty slow start. It already is. But it should be fine. It looks like these mountains are actually blocking the way to the rest of the continent. I need to find out. Yeah. There might even be an AI behind the mountains. At least I'll be well protected. Won't have to worry about early aggression from anyone. Which is nice. Oh, okay. There might be something this way. Now this will change my mind about city placement for sure. It kind of already did. And there's some land to the southeast. This is an interesting map so far. It's a really interesting map. So I could pick up every settler, but I'm not going to. I'll keep working on tradition. If I had to raise an AI to a good city location, I would probably grab that settler, but I'm not racing anyone, so there's no need. 2 more turns for that Trireme. I need to think about my city locations. I will have one city right here, that's a no-brainer, I suppose. I could grab both the spices and ivory with one city, but it would be a pretty bad city then. It would have to be here. I'll probably get a city next to the mountain to get an observatory later on, and then the second city will be right here. I'll actually have that stone in range. It's pretty funny. Right, we got the Trireme. Let's take a look around. Also +1 population. Let's change these assignments around. Lock all the production we got, which is not a whole lot. 12 turns and more gold. Well, I got second copy of copper, but I can't sell it to anyone yet. A lot of desert. Yeah, so this is a continent, and the mountains are blocking the way to the rest of the continent. Interesting. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. 5 more turns for the Pantheon. Oh yeah, I also need calendar. That's going to be the next research. And then I probably need masonry to improve the stone. Okay. Let's go find some AIs. I need to sell that copper. Come on, give me an AI. Oh, Great Barrier Reef. Alright. Wow. This would be an amazing city. Holy crap. How many fish tiles can I get in range of this city? Oh no, these two are just out of range, unfortunately. But this is still going to be an amazing city. Great Barrier Reef, an observatory. Okay, I want this. I want this ASAP. Which means I'll have to get optics in reasonable future. I also need to find out if there's an AI that could potentially steal that location. But I want this city for sure. Is there anyone around here? Not seeing anyone. And there's a ruin. Okay, so there's no AI over there because if there were, he would have looted the ruin long ago. Good to know, but I still didn't make contact with anyone, which is bad for my science. Really bad for my science. I hope we can fix that soon. Right, well, let's go and find someone. That was the point of that Trireme. It's already turned 61. Oh yeah, right, let's not lose that archer. Cape Town. Well, that's great, but I need an AI, not a city-state. I might not actually find one through here. Okay, we got a Pantheon. Which one is it going to be? Faith from copper, salt, and iron. That seems like a no-brainer. That will give me some instant faith. Especially since I have copper on a grassland, which means I can work that tile and still get 2 food from it. Okay, let's go for faith. The tile is already locked. 4 turns to finish the settler. And the second city will be right here. I still need to make contact with someone. Come on, where are all the AIs hiding? Seriously, there has to be someone around here. Another ruin. Yeah, I need sailing. I mean optics, not sailing. Already have sailing. Still no AI. Okay. And no AI found me either, which is not a good sign in general. I might not have a connection to the outside, which would be awful. Well, there are a lot of ruins around here. That might make up for a slow start. If I get a tech or two, I can still pop some techs from ruins. Can we go through here? Nope. Alright. I can go through here at least. I know that part. I'm not going to destroy that Barbarian camp just yet. Calendar in 4 turns. Might as well wait for calendar. Okay, there we go. Is that Attila? I think so. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's Attila. Alright. At least he doesn't have a land connection to me. But that's not so good. Attila is my neighbor. That's not good at all. This will be an interesting game. I can already see that. Kind of sucks that I don't have any other neighbor. I don't really like being isolated, because I won't have any decent trade routes either. I'll still recruit a caravan or a cargo ship to get something. Can I even get a trade route with Attila's court? No, it's too far away. I'll need a harbor to do that, or I'll need a city right here. This city will be close enough to get a trade route with Attila's court. But Attila is not exactly the friendliest AI of all times. Okay, Oloro. And Attila will have that. Not good. Accept embassy? Yeah, alright. It's not like he's going to invade me right now. But he might still attack me. I'll need to keep reasonable defenses. Still need to find more AIs. Oh yeah, I should sell my copper? No, he won't buy my copper apparently. Yeah, he will buy my copper, but he only has 3 gold per turn. So, this is actually going to be a pretty good city. I'll have 2 tiles with fish. Not bad. Right, start the city. And we'll get started on monument, then library. Actually, I don't think I'll finish that monument before having to pick legalism. Or maybe I will. I think I will. The city needs to grow first. Okay. Well, I can grab the influence. The Ottomans. Yeah, that's not exactly the friendliest AI of all times either. But he's nowhere close to me, fortunately. And Monty. That's a fun set of AIs so far, let's just say. I can probably get them to fight each other. Alright. How's their progress? Technology is discovered. It's not that bad, but I'm at 6. At least I made contact with other AIs. That will help my science. 15. Yeah, that's not too bad. The leader has 15 techs. How's the influence here? Minus 27. Well, I'm just going to chill over there. Another city-state. That's a mercantile city-state. Might be useful in the future. 6 turns to finish that plantation. Okay. Oh yeah, I can sell copper to Monty. The nice thing about Monty is that he really doesn't care about warmongering. He has the lowest warmonger hate score of all the AIs. So that's nice. You can be very aggressive and still stay friendly with Monty. So, next. Now, I need to start enough cities in my area to prevent any other AIs from starting cities close to me. I wouldn't want Attila to pop a city right here, for example. Or here. I'll probably end up starting a city in this area, just to prevent the AIs from doing this. I'm slightly worried about this area too. Someone could pop a city around here. I guess I'll worry about that later. But I obviously still want that Great Barrier Reef location. That's just amazing. But I'll need optics for that. I think I'll go for optics after masonry. Maybe even before masonry, but I'd like to get that quarry. still. I want to secure that city location ASAP. And I want to load the ruins. I might get some techs from them. Alright, screw it. Masonry can wait. I'll get optics, which is unfortunately going to take 19 turns. But it's not a cheap tech. Let's keep exploring. That Shireen did some work already. I'm curious what the other AIs are going to be in this game. We got Singapore, that's another mercantile city-state. That's definitely going to be useful in the future. Library is done. I can grab a cargo ship. Actually, no, that's not a good idea right now, or is it? There are some barbarians around. But York to Attila's court should be relatively safe. Maybe, maybe not. I could just get started on a settler. I will finish the settler around the time I'll finish optics. Then I can send him to start that Great Barrier Reef city. Yep, sounds good. Oh, what? Istanbul was already captured by Attila? Okay, yeah, I guess they were in the same general area. Yeah, that's not a good sign. Attila captured both of his cities. Okay, Suleiman is already gone. Rip Ottomans. They got conquered. Sweden is in the game, okay. Might be nice for a great person bonus. Around the city-state. The only thing I don't like is my isolated location, but if I don't fall behind in text too much, that will actually be good for me. And I think I'm going to finish this part here, continue in next one. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.